Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Carnivore and Keto and all things in between. Well, here we are again. It's January. I just listened to all of Carnomad's interview with Sean Baker, MD, the author of the Carnivore Diet, and it was great. And I think that the questions that he asked and the dialogue that they had was superb. I think it brought things out of Sean that I'd never heard before. And of course, I've listened to like dozens of his interviews. I also felt his brilliance shine through too. And Mike is a brilliant man too. And so the two of them played off of each other. I loved it. Sean Baker apparently is a very philanthropic man with his Meet RX. And he really is a give back kind of guy. He is so busy with his business. I'm getting the feeling that he's not sure if he's coming or going with it, but he's doing the best he can. You know, I remember when I took on this venture, I always said that I would answer every comment, and that has been my pledge, big and small, important or silly. I have. And so I think it's important to be present and not just, go along to get along, which is why I cut down to 3 videos a week, maybe every now and then, a 4th video or surprise video, an add-on video. But with my job, and it's funny because he was saying, he attributes it to like Uber, the coaches, and they aren't in it to make money. I'm in keto. I'm in Uber to make money. And they don't look at it as a career. I look at it as a career. So it's just kind of funny. But anyway, the reason I'm here today is, well, one, it's Wednesday, and that's a day that I do videos. It's January 22nd. I hope you're doing well on whatever food plan you've chosen. I hope you have a cuppa. I have my Vita Coffee Genius Blend. Am I sounding wicked smatter since I started talking to you? I like to be smatter. But anyway, and it's light out, as you can see. I began early this morning with my Uber, and then I ended it with really important things like a trip to Whole Foods, a trip to Jiffy Lube, and gassing up and washing the car. That's my life when I'm not driving around. And so here I am. But what I was thinking about, it's kind of funny how we get here, what messages we hear, what we have to dispel, the myths, and then of course, if you're an older broad or guy like me, you've had some time to amass maybe some regrets and maybe some wishes, maybe some, oh, I was so thick-headed back then. Why didn't I hear that? Don't you feel that way sometimes? Well, I don't even know if the word carnivore was around in any, mainstream language, but I know that I had to take every bite of the crap, and then I had to do every low-carb, high-fat, every bit of the keto, then every bit of the keto under 20 total, and then eventually land in Carnivish with a few little eliminations, and now I can say I'm carnivore. But, who knows? Is it 95% of the time? Well, I'm not having vegetables, I'm not having flour and almond flour, and all of that stuff is gone. Well, I sat in Jiffy Lube. I had to laugh. They had a Mr. Muscle Man in his Under Armour top, just a second set of skin. Not that I noticed this, but they were reviewing the Whole30, paleo, and keto. And the cons of the keto were bad breath, not sustainable. You're missing the 2 food groups, which is, love this, which is like fruits and grains. two very important food groups. He kept iterating, and I'm like chuckling. But that's also not the reason of this video today. The reason of this video today is, the more I hear about abstainers and moderators, and when I entered Overeaters back in the 70s, 1970s, maybe some of you weren't even born, we talked a lot about abstinence. And so, of course, an abstainer is, the same derivative as abstinence. But I never looked at abstainer as like a role, a noun. And indeed, I never looked at moderator the same way either. And I have to admit, the first time I've heard other carnivores or disciplined keto people talk about being a moderator, it's like, oh, so whose channel are they moderating, right? Because that's where we hear moderator a lot, like a person with a lot of followers might have somebody that does an overview. I think Tammy from Keto Chaos has it. I think Rich from the Keto Mechanic has it. I think Scott the truck driver has one. And those are just a few. And they have people that kind of like, oversee another set of eyes on the comments and stuff like that. But no, a moderator is somebody, probably our mainstream doctors, that say you can have anything you want, just have it in moderation. Now, how would that work in Alcoholics Anonymous? You can drink anything you want, just have it in moderation? That might not work. How about a smoker? You can have cigarettes as long as they're in moderation. Well, no, that kind of keeps the whole thing going. Sugar. You can have sugar in moderation. No, that keeps the brain kind of high gear, lit up. More. I want more. So that's not necessarily good. Same thing with artificial sweeteners. I know so many people that were so addicted to the artificial sweeteners, the blue, yellow, pink packet type artificial sweeteners. And then there's the diet soda. Can you really have diet soda in moderation? Is there such a thing? So all the times that I heard having things in moderation for decades. I mean, I'm 69. I was fat from 9 years old on. So I've had 6 decades of carrying around in my head, all the dialogue. I mean, you probably have some of that dialogue too. Lean meats and, maybe a spray of tastes like butter, whatever that spray is on your broccoli and all of those sort of things. And, like good little girls and boys, we followed the instructions because we thought it was going to be instant weight loss. Maybe it is between 30 and 50, but at 50, it's like, you really thought you were going to lose weight eating that way? What a silly girl you are. Well, that's what Weight Watchers says in their new charts and graphs and pick your own program, and Nutrisystem has pick your own program too. The I'm Not Marie campaign. Yeah. And so what is with my hair? So, they're reinventing themselves as fast as, we're working on our food plans. And so for a lot of us here, we have found that there's no trade-in or trade-up to carnivore. It just works. Some of us might have had more deli meat before, and then we cut back on that. Some of us may have had dairy and found that it wasn't really that great for us. Maybe we gave it up and then we slowly introduced it again and it worked out okay. Some of us may have had lots of supplements, vitamins, things like that. And then we find, nope, don't feel like them, don't need them, not having them. I'll just do the animal products. For some of us, that would include me. It's dairy and eggs that I have. Do I have tons of things? I mean, I've heard so many people talk about cheese as a kryptonite. Like tonight, I'm having a 2-egg omelet with 2 ounces of organic cheese from Whole Foods and 30 grams of organic cream cheese in the omelet. And then I'm having steak and spicy sausage on the side. I find that I can tolerate the spicy sausage. I didn't think I would be able to. I don't use any condiments except the salts that I use, which is Redmond, Ancient, Celtic Crystals, Pink Himalayan, and then, like I was talking about in another video, that like roasted salt from the Salt Company in California, and it kind of gives. I previously was on the grill before I was on your plate taste, and that's kind of good too. I do that. I do that on my steaks that I've reheated to have with the meal, which is what I'm having tonight. A little bit of a reheated ribeye, and so for so many years, I mean, picture 6 decades of being told that you can have something in moderation. Well, I'm a food addict. I'm also a recovering alcoholic. So I don't have moderation in my dialogue. Sarah and moderation, eating, can never be in the same sentence. It just wouldn't work. So I'm an abstainer, which means that I've learned the hard way that I can't have, well, back then, I couldn't have frozen things in the freezer and think that I could be a moderator, eat in moderation. Wasn't happening. There's no food in my food plan now, which includes adding fat, meaning ghee or butter, and keto non-dairy unsweetened creamer into my coffee. And then the rest is the meat, the dairy, and the eggs. And so that's it. That's my short list. Every now and then I have something besides beef for my dinner, like the hot Italian sausage, and it's not as satiating, as filling. How did I learn that? From being carnivore for 5 months. I've learned that there's nothing like beef. Beef satisfies me, lets me push away from the table and not feel like I've been deprived of a real meal or anything like that. So I abstain from my kryptonite things. The kryptonite things are things even out of the keto world that I used to enjoy. I can't do them anymore. I can't eat them in safety. There's no such thing as one bite, 1 ounce, one whatever. There's no such thing. And 1,000 wouldn't be enough. If I had 1,000 of those keto-friendly things, I'd still be wanting more, because I giggle and say I'm Little Miss Piggy, but really I'm a recovering food addict that knows what I can and can't have. And so I go about my business. Boo-hoo for Sarah. She can't have those things that she used to love. It is what it is. What will I give up? What will I give up in my non-scale victories that will make it okay? Will I give up that nice, deep, deep slumber? No, I don't want to give that up. Will I get back that leg pain that just crippled me for 3 years, no matter what remedy I tried? So I could have that keto item? No, I don't think I'd do that. Would I trade in not being bloated to be able to have that keto or keto-fied item because I miss it? No, I don't think so. So what do? I've got my very short list of what I eat. I never get tired of it, which is a bonus. Some people might get tired of the carnivore choices. I know that there's cookbooks out. I don't know how I can, take a ribeye from the Big Green Egg and make it any better than it already is. But there must be something in the cookbook that makes it, a saleable book on how to eat carnivore. So I know that this works for me. I can't eat things in moderation that are not, that are addictive, that are trouble for me. And so I abstain from them, which means that I don't have them. I don't entertain them. I don't think that I can lick, bite, cut a sliver, or any of those sort of things. I've learned. I'm 69. A lot of us at our age, it's like we're in the no bull zone. I mean, who are you gonna fool? Who's gonna email me and say, yeah, I did it and I just didn't know better? that's over 60, really, right? So you can't BS a BSer. And I don't want to have excuses. I like being abstinent. I like going to bed abstinent and waking up the next day knowing that I had that whole 24-hour block of time, 8 of them spent in my deep slumber, enjoying my abstinence, my food plan, my meat family, and some products in the dairy family and the eggs. It just works for me. So if you find that you get sick of carnivore food plans and you want all that other stuff back that you lost once you started eating meat, go ahead, go back for a few days and try it and see if your aches and pains or your bloat or your constipation or many other things that you may have experienced come back. It might make you, maybe some of us have to do that to see that, oh yeah, carnivore wasn't bad. Just like in AA. Oh, gosh, I left AA and I smoked pot and took some drugs that my doctor gave me to feel comfort. I didn't drink, but I had all those things. Well, how'd you feel? Well, I didn't feel very good. Oh, okay. So maybe just being 100% clean, that's how we are here with our carnivore foods. We like to be 100% clean. It might take a while to get to all the way to it. And God bless you if you keep doing it to get there, because you will experience nothing like the good feelings that you get, or at least I experience all these good feelings on carnivore. The pain is gone, the sleep is so deep, the bloat is gone, the clarity is here, the looking forward to the simplicity of it, enjoying the simplicity of it. There's nothing else like it. I'm glad that I like meat because this is a good place to be. So thanks so much for watching. Keep posting your progress with the Carnivore Month, the World Carnivore Month. We're in it now. And look for those great interviews or great talks or podcasts that talk about it. And in case you're struggling, maybe you can learn some more. But it works, and it works for thousands of us. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Carnivore Diet. Still talking keto, though, for those that are still doing it. And I will see you the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.